Well. Another week, another Hollywood meltdown. And this time our guest of honor is Paramount Global, the legacy studio that just can't stop swinging the axe. Because nothing says we're winning like firing hundreds more of your own employees while bragging about record-breaking content. Welcome to another round of Corporate Gaslighting 101. Hey there, critical nerds. Buckle up because Paramount just announced a fresh 3.5% cut to its U.S. workforce. That's hundreds of jobs gone in the blink of an executive memo. And if this feels like deja vu, that's because it is. Just last year, they slashed 15% of staff. Now they're back for seconds, blaming everything from linear TV decline to macroeconomic headwinds. Corporate code for, we screwed up. You're paying for it. So let's talk about the layoffs, the Skydance merger disaster, and why every Hollywood exec should come with a warning label. We'll lay off employees while cashing bonus checks. The numbers game. Yes, the numbers game. Gotta love the numbers game. According to Deadline, The Wrap, and The Hollywood Reporter, Paramount's fresh 3.5% cut means hundreds of more employees were given their walking papers just this Tuesday. They had 18,600 employees worldwide at the end of 2024, so you guys could do the math. And the co-CEOs, Cheeks, McCarthy, and Robbins, they sent out a memo so corporate scented that you could bottle it and sell it as eau de layoff. They said that this may also result in some impacts to our workforce outside of the U.S. over time. Translation? Hey, international staff, don't get too comfy. Oh, and don't worry, they're deeply grateful to those laid off because nothing says gratitude like a pink slip and a LinkedIn notification. So let's break down this memo, shall we? And I quote, as we navigate the continued industry-wide linear declines in dynamic macroeconomic environment, translation, cable TV's dying. Streaming isn't profitable, and our solution is to panic in a business suit. We are taking the hard but necessary steps to further streamline our organization. Streamline? That's the new corporate euphemism for firing everyone but the upper management. It's like calling a volcanic eruption a thermal restructuring event. But here's the kicker. In the same memo where they announced layoffs, they bragged about record-breaking hit content like Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, Mobland, and don't forget, they're the ones that do March Madness every March. So which is it, Paramount? You're thriving or you're bleeding cash so fast you need a tourniquet and a GoFundMe? Spoiler, it's actually door number 3. They have no idea what they're doing. And just to make this even more ridiculous, Paramount is still stuck in merger limbo with Skydance Media. You know, that little $8 billion deal that's been floating around since last summer? They originally expected this thing to wrap up by early 2025, but here we are halfway through the year and it's still gathering dust on the FCC's desk. Why the holdup, you ask? Well, bureaucracy, regulatory red tape, and a lot of very expensive people standing around pretending like they're in control. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking. Investors are losing patience, and the studio's bleeding talent faster than their merger lawyers can file another update. Paramount is in full-on corporate purgatory. Too broke to compete, too valuable to ignore, and too stuck in its own mess to move forward. All while waiting for someone, anyone, to stamp a giant approved on a deal that's supposed to save them. And while this drags on, the people actually holding the company together, you know, the editors, developers, animators, yeah, they're the ones paying the price. So let's zoom out here. This isn't just about Paramount. This is everyone. Disney's axing staff, Warner Brothers Discovery just split itself like an amoeba, Universal offloaded its own cable mess, linear TV is cratering, and streaming? Still not possible for most of these giants. And what do these geniuses do? They fire the content creators, the writers, the producers, the animators, the engineers, and keep the guys in the corner office who greenlit Mobland 3 mob harder. It's like a restaurant with declining customers firing all its chefs and keeping the guy who forgot to order the food. So here's my bold prediction. Actually, this might be a spoiler. Paramount will announce another round of layoffs by the end of the year. Why? Because they've entered the Hollywood death spiral. Cut costs, lose quality, lose viewers, cut more costs. Rinse, repeat, flame out. The Skydance merger, if it even happens, might just mean a new label slapped on the same flaming dumpster. And executives, they'll still be rolling in bonuses while everyone else updates their LinkedIn. So let's be real here. People are getting fired this week. Yeah, they're not numbers. They're editors, sound mixers, assistant producers. They're the ones actually making the magic happen while the execs cash checks and, quote, meaningful progress, like they're writing a parody script for Succession. Hollywood used to be about stories. Now it's about spreadsheets, shareholders, and slow motion collapse. And that, dear critical nerds, is why we call this stuff out, because somebody's got to do it. So what do you think? Is Paramount circling the drain, or can Skydance pull them out of the fire? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you've been laid off by Hollywood this year, you're not alone. The rest of us are just trying to keep up with the carnage. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more corporate absurdity breakdowns. I'm the Critical Nerd, and remember, when a CEO says streamline, someone's getting fired. The Critical Nerd, out.